Hello everyone, welcome back to another Company of Heroes game with me and Nuki. We have Don't Shoot already laughing out loud, giggling. And it's been a pretty giggly day for me. This morning was absolutely horrible. We've got no heating in the house, but now it's been fixed. And, you know, there's kind of a bit of regret going on now because I can't use my hot water bottle to the fullest extent. But that's no proper introduction for the Panzer Elite player today with his Kettenkrad already capping the fuel point like a good Panzer Elite should, because fuel is awesome, especially when it's right next to your base. And his opponent for today, let's give him a very good introduction. It's Contador, and I've seen quite a few of his replays already. He doesn't know me though. Yes, there's ignorance in the air, but let's wish these players the best of luck. It's apparently a pretty good replay because it's had a lot of downloads, so sorry if you've already seen this replay. Contador already pointing out that Panzer Elite is overpowered. You will win, and this is exactly why I've been downloading these Panzer Elite replays recently. It's because for some of you who have already watched a few of my games, I'm getting back into Company of Heroes, and I've been playing some 2v2 against some Panzer Elite, and I'm just like, oh my god, how the hell do I counter this? And everything's just overpowered to me that I can't deal with, obviously, because, you know, when you lose, obviously whatever someone did against you is overpowered. It's got nothing to do with skill. Clearly everything that goes against me is overpowered. I mean, even if I play Americans, and then I lose as Americans, and then I go play Panzer Elite, and then I lose against America. It's like, oh god, that's overpowered! And you know the feeling. I'm sure a lot of you have been there. But anyway, you'll notice double Kettenkrad for the extra super capping bonuses. Camouflage obtained. Ooh, hello. Awesome camouflage ability. G40 Summit rifles in there. 41, 43. I should have checked that out before I started this, but that's 40 Summit rifles. They're rifles. Well, let's call them rifles. That'll do for now. You can see at the moment the engineers are engaging the Kettenkrad, stopping them from capping this fuel point. It seems like fuel is definitely on Don't Shoot's mind. So he's going to be doing something fuel heavy, maybe getting some... I mean, the ultimate end game goal of Panzer Elite for a lot of newbie Panzer Elite players is they'll just go straight to Panthers. And I suppose, yeah, if you get Panthers very fast by researching all those upgrades, you can really devastate your opponent, especially his allies. They have very weak armor, so it's a good thing to aim for. But, you know, there are plenty of other things you can get as Panzer Elite. Very light vehicles. The mortar tanks aren't very armoured, but they're pretty good damage. You know, most of the things I find about Panzer Elite is they do high amounts of damage, and that's what people will say is overpowered. At the moment, Contador really needs to get out of there. You can see the amount of damage per shot, annihilating these engineers. They are gone. If they retreat now, you can see Contador is doing a good thing. He's moving out of the way first before he hits that retreat button. He doesn't want to retreat into the path of the rifles. Great play there from Epsilon. He's even coming up to cap this area here, stopping the Panzer Elite player, Mr. Don't Shoot, from having all these lovely resources once he captures them. But he only has this strategic point at the moment. He's working on capping a few other areas around the map. But for the moment, if we go to the tactical map, you can see he's only got his third Panzer Grenadier unit out, building his second building already. His Panzer Jäger Command. A very aggressive building, produces armoured cars and STG soldiers. One of the tactics American players like to do is against Panzer Elite, or so I read, and to me it makes perfect sense, is to get that fast M8 armoured car out. Because Panzer Elite, their infantry, if they go full on infantry at the start, then they're going to have a difficult time doing that. Don't Shoot actually just hanging around here with his camouflage. Just observing. That's it. You go out of the way. Go out of the way. Is he gonna cap? Is he gonna get the fuel point underneath him? No, there's some engineers patrolling around here. Look out for the patrols, Kettenkrad. Yes! Don't Shoot is going back into Metal Gear Solid mode as he avoids that. Remember to avoid the patrols. I don't know if the engineers... In fact, they're hanging around the fuel point. Whose footprints are these? It's not footprints, it's a motorcycle. Ooh, got some action going on down here as rifles coupled with engineers. The Flame Engineer upgrade just went up. Flame Engineer, it's not an augmentation. It's not Fable, he has a flamethrower upgrade, that's it. Hopping in and out of the building, what a great flank there, using these rifles. But obviously, I don't think that was planned, it was just the timing of the riflemen. They were there at the right time. And they came in to assist. Good stuff there from Epsilon Contador, but really, ooh, hello, flaming Panzer Grenadier. Even losing a leg? Oh god, it burnt right through his leg. What kind of flamethrower is this? Jeesh! Freaking allies doing some experimental, and there's Don't Shoot coming in to cap that point there with his stealth. Oh god, Epsilon, you must feel so annoyed right now at that. Oh dear. Again, Don't Shoot, just keeping them scouting, finding out where his opponent is, keeping good eyes on them. As this armoured car now comes out, not going to be getting the light AT half-track. Armoured cars are devastating to riflemen. Well, pretty much everything apart from an M8. Bars will kill an armoured car, but you will die before those bullets really do much damage. Oh dear. Don't Shoot, definitely losing his Kettenkrad now. Oh no, wasn't so stealthy after all. Panzer Grenadiers repairing the armoured car. What wonderful, delightful tactics that is. At the moment though, just to keep an eye on the victory points, it's 2 victory points to the Panzer Elite. Don't Shoot keeping his eye on the ball, and I say that quite a lot because you have to keep your eye on the ball, otherwise you will lose, you scumbag of the earth. Going for those annihilating base endings. Scum of the earth. I'll give you a scumbag Steve hat if I could. But if I posted that as a meme, not many people would get it, because not that many people play Company of Heroes. Not enough people play Company of Heroes more suitably. Same with Men of War as well. But for now, this armoured car is unchallenged on the field. Engineers holding out in this building. That isn't going to help them. Oh god, 2 armoured cars! Oh, that's uncalled for. Yeah, the engineers, come on, retreat, good dudes. In fact, how good is the damage again? Well, it's apparently good enough for Epsilon to decide to retreat. Maybe he was paying attention elsewhere. He's got his ball of units down here. Keeping his flamethrower coupled with his rifleman squads, because that works very, very well until they get target fired. And generally, I do see a few Panzer Elite players really nail target fire. It's just one of those things they love to do, is just to get those rifles and just nail individual squads very specifically. It's also horrible. We do have a doctrine choice, Luftwaffe ground forces. Luftwaffe, either my first or second favourite unit in the game. Oh, do we have some base? Oh dear, freaking armoured cars went around to get this observation post. Epsilon Contador put this up. I don't know if he wanted extra fuel. Maybe he did, because he's got his motor pool out. Or maybe he just wanted to prevent it from being capped by the stupid, annoying Kettenkrad from Don't Shoot. Ah, you annoying. In fact, we saw you in a previous replay, I'm sure of that. Again, coming round to cap this strategic point. And you can just see, it's almost like Epsilon Contador doesn't want to fight in a lot of occasions. He's just darting around the map, trying to cap what he can and avoid his opponent. Only taking the battles he can win, which is, sure, good enough. Usually, against a Wehrmacht faction, we see delaying tactics. You know, you delay your opponent until you can come back in with reinforcements. And the battle continues. You get very long battles that just... yeah, they're just very long, that's it. But in this, it's very small battles, more capping wars going on. At the moment, just denying them this fuel point, denying them these munitions, denying the fuel point, denying the munitions on this side as well. Oh god, it's... Come on, give us a battle, players. My viewers didn't want to see you dance around the map. I want to see you fight to the death. Not like that, you coward. I want to see you fight, not running away. Oh, karma. That's definitely karma right there. Unfortunate, though, that the walls were nearby and they get destroyed. That's some unfortunate craftsmanship wasted. But no matter, we do have a light AT half-track up. Are we going to see an M8? Something's just been produced right now. We'll have to see what that is later. It's got to be an M8. Maybe it's an AT gun. I think an AT gun would be alright, but... armoured cars are fast, man. They can just dart around all of your stuff and behind your AT guns and gun everyone down. It's going to be horrible. This Micro from Don't Shoot just pulling it away, trying to get max distance. Because these guns do hurt, all small arms fire will hurt an armoured car. It will take quite a long time, though, to kill. Oh, we do have an M8 up. It was just there, but unfortunately, the light AT half-track just nails it all too easily. And you can see the armoured car couldn't get away fast enough because of its destroyed engine. Light AT half-track is going to get away. It's already received some damage, presumably from the M8 Greyhound car, but we do have a second light AT half-track as well. Panzer Grenadiers capping this point again, denying all these beautiful, wonderful resources to Epsilon Contador. Ah, how is he going to retaliate to that? Well, we do have an AT gun out. We do have this very overpowered barracks with its very low manpower cost and high camouflage. The opponents won't be able to see that in their base building as well as other buildings. But no matter, we do have some Luftwaffe out in the field. Got to be building a flak at some point. Maybe just out here to repair for now, but generally when you see Luftwaffe first, it means they're going all the way up the tech tree to get that flak cannon. But where are you going to put it, dude? Where are you going to put it? Because I don't see very awesome wide open spots for a flak cannon to flourish. It's just not that kind of environment. But we shall see. We shall definitely see a flak somewhere. I guarantee it. I promise you, as a Nuki, you will see a flak cannon. But anyway, I cannot promise you any epic battles for now. I just downloaded this replay off the Tinternets, hoping for an awesome battle. It was a popular download, so it must be good somewhat. It received a few whoops. Don't forget to whoop. Always get that post, and I always forget to whoop because I'm just that lazy. I'm like a lazy zombie grenadier. But for now, losing my voice already. I shouldn't be losing my voice. It's a happy day, man. I should be energetic and shadow boxing everything. I mean, okay, sure, the day started off bad. It was just really, really cold, and I was a bit derp. I made some beans and toast, and I would say bear with me on this, but there's really no excuse. But I made some beans and toast, like you do. The beans weren't that hot, so, you know, I dipped my toast in the beans. I realised the beans weren't hot, and for some, I don't know what kind of mysterious derp moment this was from me, but I thought by turning my speakers up, I would be turning the heat up of my beans. And I quickly realised that this was an awesome explosion that just occurred from a mortar half-track. There it is, I nailed it. But yeah, well, I don't know. I really, it's like when I go into the bathroom to shave or to brush my teeth, I very occasionally get the wrong substance mixed up, and I'll try and brush my teeth with shaving foam, and I'll try and shave with toothpaste. But I never quite get there. I'm not that stupid, but it's just this second impulse. I just completely fail. My brain melts down. Again, don't shoot with the Kettenkrad. Hanging around this area, just generally scouting, generally being a pain in the ass. Decapping this all so much. Come on, players, fight! Oh, come on, this is going to ruin my reputation as a Nuki on a Nuki TV. But please, fight. There we go. Just the flame engineers. That'll do. That'll do nicely. Oh, yes. Ball of infantry. I hate balls of infantry. I hate lack of micro. But anything right now will do. We are screaming for action. Oh, God, there's a mortar coming down. Was it predicting? No, it's going on the building. I think units inside buildings take increased mortar damage. Oh, they're trying to hit the AT gun. They do manage to do that. The guy with the pistol comes in to pick up. Oh, don't take away the telephone pole as well. Geesh, greedy AT soldiers. Now running into this armored car, but it is very damaged. Don't shoot, getting caught completely off guard on that one. And now loses another armored car. Kettenkrad again trying to be a pain and cap this area. The engineers are there welcoming it and going to maybe destroy it. No, but for now, again, just it seems like these riflemen are backing away all too much. They don't have bars, which means they're kind of really, really weak against Panzer Grenadiers. Those bar grains are I would say necessary to win against Panzer Elite. They probably are necessary to win against Panzer Elite, but if I were to say to get equal footing against Panzer Grenadiers, that just can't be true. And wow, these AT half-tracks are just sniping riflemen. But, you know, even with bars, the riflemen just have such a hard time with Panzer Grenadiers and their upgrades, especially when they gain veterancy. So, again, just keeping an eye on the victory points so far. It seems like Don't Shoot definitely has the upper hand. He definitely has a lot of units in the field and map control going over to the tactical map view. You can see a better idea of what's going on. Just up here, the armoured car, look how fast that is! That doesn't even have flak speed on, which is the ability which increases speed. Darting after the AT gun, it looks like they decided not to and just park here. Excellent parking, by the way. AT gun, very damaged. I reckon that can take a few more shots from this armoured car, and that will be gone. It takes a pot shot at the mortar half-track. It only just got into range, and wow, you can see the armoured car really well. Doing very well. Oh, there's the retreat. But it's all too late for that engineer. And are we going to see some chasing? This AT gun is just up there for the taking. Rifleman down here. They do have the bars upgrade. Epsilon Contador going for that. Nothing special in his base. No tank support at all, or at least not soon. For now, it's not looking good for Epsilon Contador, I must say. Hello, Fallschirmjägers. My third favourite unit in the game. Yeah, so Volksgrenadiers, Luftwaffe, Fallschirmjäger. Fallschirmjäger seem a little bit underestimated or underappreciated for their anti-infantry killing ability. With that machine gun upgrade, FG40, something like that. It's not as good as the MG42, but I like it. The main thing I like about it is the sound of it. Okay, you may find that weird. Generally, when I play a fair few games, I just pick the weapons which sound nice over the ones which are effective. I mean, I'll try and learn how to use them to the best of my ability, and sure, I may be slightly crippled using them, but boy, do they sound awesome, and that's all that matters to me, is if I'm awesome. It doesn't matter if I die 500 times, as long as I sound awesome, and I look awesome for that one moment, one particular moment in time, where I feel like Rambo. Second AT gun up, sitting in the middle of the map trying to coverage, but yeah, that mortar half-track is really going to be focusing on those AT guns to allow breathing room for their armoured cars. We do have defensive operations upgrader, which means now everybody is healing. Wonderful heals. It's not too soon for the healings. We do have a field base here, and all these units will be receiving healing and reinforcements from around the vicinity of that location. It seems like Mr. Epsilon wants to pass, but the armoured car is going to say he can pass. He's not going to say do not pass, like a particular Gandalf. AT gun also coming around. This is a very aggressive AT gun placement. They're going to have to sit around this area for a very long time to defend it. Kettenkrad again scouting. Don't Shoot really has this tactic nailed down. He looks around, decides whether it's safe, and maybe comes into cap. Maybe he's going to scout another location to find out where his opponents are, and here it is, his opponent for now. And the Grenadiers definitely see it. Armoured car firing across the water. Bar riflemen and flamethrowers. It seems like all of the forces are almost situated here. And our second squad, our Bravo team, is up here with the AT gun. AT gun, AT gun. How delightful that he has split his forces almost so symmetrically. A second flamethrower squad with 3 kills and 1 light vehicle kill. Just darting across this road, taking a bit of extra damage because of the negative cover that the road provides. Flamethrowers, though, versus Fallschirmjäger. Fallschirmjäger wins! Good job, Fallschirmjägers. Don't let me down. Although I like flame engineers as well. I keep calling them flame engineers. I should call them flamethrowers. I know. People will moan at me at some point. In fact, you've been pretty good as an audience not to complain about all the little crap. Oh, God, running over that engineer almost. He manages to stop it with his face, but he doesn't manage to... Okay, maybe he managed to stop the bullet with his face, but ultimately his face was lost in the process. Never mind though, we are getting the triage center focused fired first. Why are you doing that, don't you? I suppose it is going to be the weakest building out of the lot, but if you took out this, you could move in with your infantry, but he doesn't want to do that with his infantry. It seems like he has very little infantry forces out in the field. Oh god, being gunned down in the back, and now his engine is damaged. This is a sacrificial unit now, as it now is out of control, and now out of control is now out of control. Control out has been lost out. Worlds are failing me again. Armored car, why are you retreating that way? There is a rear exit out of here. Okay, there was a moment in Don't Shoot's mind where he may have forgot that rear exit, but oh well, it's only an armored car, man. He's doing pretty well up until now. We're gonna have to see how this game ends, though. At the moment, yeah, he still seems pretty much in control. He may have lost his 2 armored cars, but he still fields a lot of units. But he is being outnumbered. It seems like we have some sort of opposites here. Usually we see the Panzer Elite blobbing a lot, but I've definitely seen more blobbing from the American player at the moment, using that AT gun to try and snipe off some Fallschirmjägers. But the Fallschirmjägers are dodgy. Oh god. He didn't trigger the mines? Fallschirmjäger don't trigger mines? What? Huh? Oh, the mines were being placed down. They weren't fully built. My mistake. It did seem like they were about to be placed. Engineers again decapping this area. Luftwaffe are capping this area. This is just capping wars. Come on. I've played more exciting games of Connect 4. Fight already! God damn you. Oh god, I want to reach through the screen and just like clonk their heads together. But you know, we're going to learn valuable lessons from this game, surely, especially as Epsilon Contador has not been completely annihilated. He did say at the start of the game that Panzer Elite are overpowered, but at the moment he's doing okay to stay in the fight, but the points are definitely in favour of Don't Shoot for the moment. Captain Krad's hanging around, stealthy as per usual. We have some AT half-tracks hanging around in this area of the base, but okay, I suppose there's no armor on the field to worry about, and it doesn't seem like... In fact, we've got some back-teching going on here as he gets a weapon support center. Epsilon Contador, is he going to be getting some snipers? Is he going to be getting some mortars? Or is he going to be getting some machine guns? In fact, do we even have a doctrine choice from Epsilon Contador at the moment? He definitely can't be going airborne, or at least it wouldn't make sense to go airborne with a weapon support, since when you call in that additional supplies in from the sky, you get the machine gun and the mortars. The only reason he could be wanting to do that if he wanted snipers. So if we see a sniper out, bombs are now available. We do see a sniper out. He could still be airborne. He could be getting airborne as we speak. I don't want to hop over to his side of the camera. I want to leave it a surprise. Oh, we do have a plane. Oh my god. Every freaking time I mention like stuff, just things happen and answer my questions, and then I got denied because that's a freaking that's an air-dropped ST-2 butterfly bomb. That wasn't airborne plane at all. I had my hopes up there. So still we don't know if Epsilon Contador is airborne or infantry or armor. That's going to be a surprise. I'm eagerly awaiting to find out what he has decided to pick against the Panzer Elite. I mean, he could still be airborne. We saw the sniper out. Snipers are not going to off-limit you from being or picking airborne. Still good. Oh, there we go! Strafing run comes in! Ah! You see, Epsilon Contador, you're playing with my heart, man. You are playing with my heart. We got minesweepers out to detect all those butterfly bombs, and once they are detected, infantry won't detonate them. Eating double mortars, you can see they landed simultaneously. But now, the rifleman, the sniper, the AT... In fact, no, the AT gun's moving up, the AT gun's moving back, the AT gun's hitting mines. The mines have gone back into stealth mode, which means they can be triggered. AT gun, don't do it alone, man! Don't do it! Oh, come on, leave no man behind. In fact, go back and leave everything behind. In fact, you're leaving airborne coming in. Ooh, secret missions for the airborne. What are you planning? They're coming in to engage Luftwaffe, and I think this is a pretty even battle here because Airborne are weak as crap against infantry. Luftwaffe are weak as crap against infantry. This is looking fantastic. The Airborne are winning. The Airborne are actually winning a battle against some units almost by themselves. They had some additional help from a sniper and some engineers, but they pretty much almost won a battle by themselves. How fantastic is that? Riflemen come into play against a Panzer IV. Surprise from Don't Shoot. Ooh, that looked painful, but I'm no expert in pain. Again, a strafing run. Someone's been saving their munitions, and wow, this is looking like a fantastic attack. This is almost worth the wait in this game for all that action that has not passed in the game so far. Airborne engineers decapping this building, and all these Panzer Grenadiers, Luftwaffes and Fallschirmjägers want to do is just look, observe as their base gets decapped. Ooh, just saving the day. They hop into the building right on time. They do need to reinforce though. He definitely has the manpower to do that, but he needs to hop out of the building to be able to do that. It seems like the Fallschirmjägers spawned in this building as he uses that ability. You can see it's just been used. They charge out. We have 3 Fallschirmjäger squads out in the field, taking out that AT gun with relative ease. Airborne supported by flamethrowers, and what kind of language is this? It looks Korean. And what kind of name is that? A1011254. Is that your birth name? That's a strange, unusual name. Unlike Anuki. Anuki is an awesome name. Happy dance there. Panzer IV gives chase to this AT gun, by the way, which has been recrewed. The Panzer IV almost did. No, it did win. It just took out a clean shot to that AT gun, destroying it. We get a satchel charge come down, but Don't Shoot is not falling for that trick. He easily avoids that 5-second charge timer. But now the riflemen move in with their bars. Vet 1 for 1 rifleman squads, even moving up with the airborne squads. But these squads here from the Panzer Elite player, Don't Shoot, is reinforcing. The sniper is all the way back here behind the building. Double snipers now. This is looking great. They're focus firing. These riflemen are focus firing on the mortar half-track. The mortar half-track is definitely the one that's most devastating. Sticky bomb on it, which means it's definitely dead. The Panzer IV is also pretty dead. It's running over gravestones. Ah, that's a sanctuary place for people that are dead. Don't destroy the deceased's property. Airborne staying alive, staying in the battlefield. It seems, I think Don't Shoot was focus firing the rifleman squads. They're more deadly. Great play. I mean, sure, think what you will about Panzer Elite if they're overpowered, underpowered, but this is still, I can say for sure, good play from Don't Shoot. Important to not forget that I'm not condemned. Oh, yeah, you deserve that for playing Panzer Elite. This church building is taking a hammering mode, by the way. AT half-track comes in all the way back here to assist in taking out the airborne. Even the Kettenkrad comes from completely out of the blue. Sniper sniped by the AT half-track. Oh yeah, you deserve that. Yeah, I feel for you, Epsilon Contador. I completely agree. AT half-tracks, AT gun. I've had this all too much. I do believe AT guns are way too accurate against snipers. It's... Oh god. I don't have enough hands or faces to facepalm, and I don't know what I should be facepalming exactly. If you can help me out on that, please do. But Epsilon Contador, you've just... this past 2 minutes has been excellent from you. You've done so well. I hope a lot of people give you a round of applause. I don't know how you give a round of applause on YouTube, but you definitely deserve it, man. I can't mimic a huge crowd. I shall try. I shall not try. I don't have the energy. I really don't have the energy. It's getting very hot in my room. I'm regretting having the radiators working. I miss having a hot water bottle. Heat, the bare essentials of my body. Nevertheless, though, we must continue on with this game as the Panzer Elite bring in the ultimate weapon, which has just lost its weapon. There it is, it's back. The Burger Tiger. I like burgers. Repair and recovery vehicle, by the way, just adding on. Really long name. But what does it hope to do? It hopes to recover vehicles, I think. Don't run over the vehicle. That will indeed destroy it. Good driving there. Airborne occupy the church building, but the church building has received half damage. We don't have any mortars in the area, but we do definitely have incendiary grenades equipped on infantry, the Panzer Grenadiers. We're getting an FG upgrade, FG40 Summit, I can't remember the name, maybe it's 75. FG, it's a machine gun, it's awesome. It makes a good sound, all that's important. Riflemen come in to flank the Burger Tiger as it's trying to repair AT as well. Taking some frontal shots. I don't think this Burger Tiger is going to be able to repair this vehicle in time. And even if it does, it's going to get hammered by the AT gun sitting right in front of it. The Burger Tiger is almost down straight away. Dies, and the Burger Tiger is just being relentless in trying to get that back up. Oh god, Mouse being dodgy again. Riflemen and Airborne holding their ground. This is an epic battle indeed. Bullets being traded both ways. Many casualties for everyone. It seems like both players must retreat or suffer many casualties, but definitely there. The Panzer Elite only just win that battle. Will they win the war? I'm not sure. They still have 2 victory points. 2-1 so far. The Americans definitely need to keep up in victory points. They are almost losing. Almost lost. You can't be almost losing. That's not a thing. Kettengrad again being a nuisance, stealthing around. We do have some capping down here, but the battle again, round 2 of this battle. Remanning the AT gun. It's gonna definitely take a pot shot. No, the mortar half track gets it way before it can maneuver its turret and aim. And, oh god, the Burger Tiger is just, this mortar half track at the moment is just being a tank as the Burger Tiger repairs. I think the sticky bomb is on the Burger Tiger, trying to get that down first. There we go, huge catastrophic explosion for the Burger Tiger. We're going to need a Burger Tiger to repair the Burger Tiger now. And then the mortar half track can be repaired, but it's just sitting there. I think don't shoot is considering this as a loss. There's no point moving it. Let it sit there. Let it burn, let it die, let it just get a giant explosion. Meanwhile, he can hopefully reinforce some of his Fallschirmjägers, which are pretty expensive to reinforce, by the way. I'm not sure if it's really worth getting them out over Panzer Grenadiers. Sure, they're good, but I'm not sure how good they are compared to a big giant ball of Panzer Grenadiers, especially with all the upgrades. I mean, it's not just that the units are better, but it's the weapons that they wield. The STGs for the Panzer Grenadiers are such formidable weapons. You just want to frickin' run away from them every time you see them running towards your infantry. Your riflemen don't stand a chance. The G40 Summit rifles, they can suppress. That's also really handy. Vet-free rifles, strafing run comes in as well. You can see that vet-free rifles have 4 light vehicle kills. That's definitely where their promotions have got to. Oh, that dead soldier was actually receiving some healing. That's not a soldier, that's a rock. How dare that receive any sort of healing or bonuses? Or something I maybe have missed. But I forgot what I was saying. I suppose it's not important. Sniper on the field again. Brand new sniper. Machine gun team out as well. Machine gun teams are going to be awesome for suppressing units that enter their field of view. Are they going to enter their field of view? Are we going to see some awesome suppression from this? Yes, we are. Awesome. Awesome is the word of the day, and straight away retreating. It's rare that I get to see heavy machine guns being used in 1v1s. Sure, you see them late game. You rarely see them early game. But it's just nice. It's nice to see them actually being used. That's enough said. Fallschirmjägers with their double assault upgrade, but that's not going to save them from the flamethrowers, which are burning them. Armoured car comes into play. Nice to see armoured cars this late in the game. But armor penetrating rounds, heavy machine guns, will we see that? It will be nice to see that as well. Seeing a lot of stuff that we don't really see. But, you know, that's what makes an awesome game awesome. as the word dictates. So again, we're going with a whole capping theme. Important not to forget all the capping. These tractors in Men of War, by the way, they look exactly the same as they do in Company of Heroes, but you can ride them in Men of War. That's awesome. Ah, God, I need a drink. It's turning out to be one of those long games again. Apologies for running out of energy. This it's not very... Oh, God, someone put a lot of effort into building that frickin' wooden wall. It seems now that just the Panzer Elite's tactic has to be maintain control of these victory points, which he's doing a pretty poor job of at the moment. He's still scouting around. I think he lacks quite a lot of infantry. The Fallschirmjägers are very weak. I don't mean weak as a unit, I mean they're just on such low health. The armoured cars are receiving a lot of damage from all the machine guns and bars on the field. The American player is just doing so well at the moment. It seems late game he kind of has regained control. The early game was definitely in favour of the Panzer Elite. Don't Shoot did pretty well there. But the only thing I can really comment on is I think there's too many Fallschirmjägers on the field. Bear in mind, these cost 420 manpower to bring into the field, whereas just a regular Panzer Grenadier squad costs 255. That would definitely add a lot of capping. If he upgraded it with all types of different utensils, different weapons, he could use that in his tactic, and it would be really effective. And we've seen no flak as well. Where is this flak being built? Why did he get Luftwaffe? Maybe he just wanted repairing. Again, blobbing up his units is just making him susceptible to those strafing runs. They're devastating, doing a lot of damage, cutting him off from advancing, forcing him to retreat. Don't Shoot saying, "I told you." I can't remember what he said at the start of the game. Maybe he said that no, Panzer Elite wasn't overpowered. Maybe he flopped this game just to prove us wrong. But anyway, Epsilon Contador, you have won today's game. Congratulations to you, regardless of however or whatever happened there. Sure, it wasn't the most exciting game, but I did want to see some Panzer Elite, and I've already recorded this now, so I may as well post it. No sense letting this game go to waste. But if you enjoyed it, then great, good on you. If you didn't, why did you watch all of it? So I'll leave you with some highlights as per usual, and a very goodbye from me, Anuki. Ta-da!